And now a quick word from our sponsors here at Viral Hip Hop News. Man here from Viral Hip Hop News, letting my people know to go grab this bottle of miracle food right now. Chakradoctor.org put together some of the best ingredients on God's green earth to help your immune system, give you a cleanse and reboot that your body deserves. Don't wait for your miracle. Grab it in Miracle Food right now. Let's go. Go purchase the original crime drama series by Daniel Webb, The House of Lazenberry, The House of Lazenberry 1978, and The House of Lazenberry, A Time to Heal at Archway Publishing or wherever books are sold right now.
You gotta be like that. You gotta do like that. This is how they rock. So it was educational in a sense, but the way it was exploited was detrimental.
Right. What's your thoughts on the current state of hip hop, where it's kind of evolved to today? And you probably did an interview like 6-7 years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you respect any of the current artists in hip hop now? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Okay, that was the Vlad interview, and I was misquoted, or they just took one line out of everything I said. I never said that I disrespect or don't respect any of the new artists. I didn't know enough about a lot of new artists to comment on them. You understand what I'm saying? So the current state of hip hop, I think hip hop needs an injection of some pride in the art form itself. Okay, I think the emphasis has been taken off of the art form and the culture and more based on material things, on commercial success. Today, people think that if you're rich or you can hold a stack of money up against you, that you made it, this and that. But as far as the culture of hip hop is concerned, that shit is menial. That we never did it for that. You know what I mean? Not to say that it's not a great thing that young black people have been empowered by this culture and able to make that kind of money. Okay, but for us, it never was about money in the first place. This is something that we did for the love of it. And if there wasn't any money involved, we would still do it. I mean, we would also probably have to work and shit like that. But you know what I mean? This is a cultural, this is a thing that we do from the heart, because it moved something inside of us when we were young, and that stays with us. I mean, for me anyway, it stayed with me. So to this day, I'm hip hop at 61.
Appreciate it.
Indeed. I want to talk about something you went through personally back in the day and kind of correlated to what we kind of go through now, and that's the kind of the culture vulture era. And just follow me where I'm going with this now. Back in the day when Rapper's Delight came out, obviously there was some controversy that went on that a lot of people did not know about at the time, with Hank, one of the members from the Sugar Hill Gang, taking your very lyrics and putting it in the song Rapper's Delight, and the rest is history. Everybody loved it, called it the first song in hip hop. Everybody went crazy. And as I'm thinking and I'm looking at it and I'm watching it, or I'm listening to the story, I'm like, damn, as it correlates to now, would that be like considered a culture vulture? Was that like culture vulturist, in your opinion? Correct me if I'm wrong, or how do you feel about that? Am I wrong in kind of feeling that way, that was like maybe one of the first culture vulture kind of moves, if you will, in him taking your stuff, going to a major label, putting this out to everybody to listen to and hear, not giving you any credit, and there it is?
I wouldn't consider it a culture vulture thing, because Hank was within the culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he was an outsider looking in. He was down with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So if anything, it was like one of the biggest violations as far as culturally in hip hop. You don't fight other people's rhyme. You don't steal people's shit. You go, say it as yours, without acknowledgement. And that's what that was basically. Friends don't do that. They might do that in business, and that was the first kind of lesson that we learned. That business don't have no rules. Especially the record business doesn't have the rules and morals, that hip hop may have culturally. It's like, make it happen. I don't care who wrote it, who didn't write it, who this and this and that, bring it, record, this and that, all that type shit. So we, a lot of us couldn't adhere to that kind of mentality. So I know us as a group, we never got it. We never caught on to that record shit and the way things are done. And so, our status, our historical status in hip hop precedes records. And the fact that we inspired most of the people who came and made records, monumental records later on, is a testament to the culture of hip hop and not the business of it.
Right. Would y'all say that y'all were the first to do like mixtapes? Because before even y'all didn't have any real albums, you know what I mean, or anything like that. But back in the day, people used to pass out y'all tapes, and it to be the live things that y'all recorded and be out there, y'all flowing and doing y'all thing. Would y'all consider that as mixtape?
That was the first way that hip hop got spread. You know what I mean? But there was no internet or anything like that. Unless you saw hip hop live, it wasn't on the radio. It wasn't on the radio till after '79, and only in little spots here and there. So not until the early '80s did the world start hearing hip hop. Maybe after the but our tapes are the thing that kind of gave us notoriety outside of where we were. Okay, we in the Boogie Down Bronx. We doing parties in the Bronx. If you wasn't at that party, it's word of mouth about what happened. Who rocked, who did what, who said what, who did this. Or you got one of the cassette tapes. Those cassette tapes spread all around the country. You know, when you travel, you go to grandma's house, you go down south, you take the tapes with you, take your music with you, let your people hear. Yo, what's that? Yo, this is what's popping up in New York, such and such. Guys go into the military, take their music with them, go overseas, start meeting with people from all over the world, and start spreading their music, and that's how hip hop spread through those early tapes. So I would say, even though I've never had a platinum record, well, I got one recently, back in my early career, I never got a platinum album. Our tapes went platinum.
Word.
Those cassette tapes they used to sell in the streets, and guys used to. Those are Bibles. Those are holy grails to some of these artists. Talk to people like DMC and Rakim and guys like that. Those are the tapes that they listened to like they was reading a thesis.
Yep. Indeed.
No doubt. Talk about going back to the Cold Crush brothers. Talk about JayZ and him, you know, shedding light on that when we made his lyric, overcharge the niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. What did that mean for you, and how do you feel when he said that?
Well, I don't think he shed any light, because to this day I don't know what they did to the Cold Crush. All right, I haven't got no call from Jay or no. Jay is clever, man. JayZ is one of the most clever cats, you know what I mean, as an MC. And lyrically, what he does is that he takes references, a lot of references to things that maybe the average person might not know, and into whatever point he's trying to get across. So he fit that particular narrative. So I don't think it was a big deal. People start calling me, yo, JayZ said he did. JayZ, even on Empire, they repeated it when Snoop was on Empire.
Okay.
Terrence Howard said, yeah, we're going to overcharge him for what he did to Cold Crush back in the day. Terrence Howard don't know Cold Crush from, from Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But that phrase was powerful. And the fact that Jay said it, you know, made it more powerful. To me, Jay was saying that I am robbing from the rich in the name of the poor.
Thanks.
Now that's different from robbing from the rich to give it to the poor. All right? It's like, yo, I'm taxing all y'all niggas, but not paying the niggas that y'all should have paid back in the day. I'm charging y'all extra. That's what he said. But we didn't get it. You know, he said it to us. So, like I said, to us, it was a clever phrase.
Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip bars is back. Hip hop, Sayin, oh God, what's up with you? I done watched them niggas do interview after interview. They not culture vultures, the culture something they been into. So if you never gave them a view, I recommend you do. Cause when they question guests, they message is not subliminal. It don't matter if you a rookie.